Want to support your favorite content creator without spending a dime? Now you can with Gawkbox. Hop on your Android or iOS device and search for the creator, I kind of like this guy, and scroll through and find out ways you can donate to the creator for free. What's going on, guys? Kami here, and today I'll be going over the 5 most OP champions of OB65. And keep in mind, I'll just be covering the bound mode because unbound is as real of a mode as unicorns or Santa Claus. Sorry kids, seriously, that mode is a meme. I'll also be covering why they're OP and some proposed suggestions on how to balance the champion. Some of these champs I might only consider OP due to a specific legendary card, and other it's their base kit. This is obviously just my opinion though, so feel free to give me your own list down in the comments. It's crazy how different these lists can be at different skill levels. Let's jump into it. Okay, so this number 5 slot was a hard one to decide. I could have easily went with Maldamba due to how much better of a support he is in comparison to all the other supports, but in the end I decided on Tallis. This champion will probably not be in any list on the lower skill levels. Tallis is easily the hardest champion to play on this list and needs pretty damn good tracking with their aim to make Tallis work. There's just a couple reasons why Tallis is on the list. One is his bug with the rune of teleportation. I mean, you can literally teleport back while chickened or silenced. Hello? The other is his damage while overcharged. His base DPS is 1100, and with overcharge up, it's about 1463. Keep in mind this is not including hitting headshots. Add in his 600 damage right-click punch, and you do about 3.5k damage in 2 seconds flat. I mean, you could kill any DPS champion in under 2 seconds. Not to mention, if you're trying to duel this little dude, if he just starts to lose, he'll just teleport back, get a heal that won't be cauterized, and either keep fighting you or wait until his teleport is off cooldown. Then you just rinse and repeat. To me, that's just too much. Proposed changes. 1. Fix his bugs. 2. Nerf his overcharge attack speed to something like maybe 25% or maybe even 20% instead of its current 33%. One could also argue that inner strength is too good of a legendary, but once his overcharge gets nerfed, along with the bug fixes, I think it should fall right in place with balance. And number 4, we have Ash with Slugshot, or better known as Ash the Sniper. This one will be quick. There are 2 big problems still not addressed with his legendary even after the nerf to the damage. The 2 problems are hitbox and range. I like to compare Barrack Tinkering with Ash Slugshot, since they both essentially do the same thing. Except when you really compare the two, hitting shots with Barrack Tinkering is like trying to hit a knuckleball from an MLB star pitcher, and Ash Slugshot is like playing T-ball and the ball is 5 times the normal size. I mean, it's damn near impossible to miss a shot with Ash Slugshot. Also, her range is just too far. Proposed changes. Nerf her range and make it so people actually have to aim with their shots? See, I told you it'd be a quick one. And number 3, we have Mikkola with Leviathan. Mikkola has always been a top tier pick. The ability to hook an opponent from their side to yours and blow them up is just good. I don't know how else to put it. Hi-Rez finally nerfed the range and the cooldown, bringing it to tolerable status. Now, here's where Leviathan comes into play. Not only does it give you a base HP of 6100, it also makes it so when you ult, you not only reset your current health back up to a whopping 11.1k HP, but you're also an unstoppable killing machine that can't be stopped.
I will not be stopped!
I've never felt so helpless in a video game when I have my mobility skill down and I see Mikkola come charging in yelling,
"You challenged Mikkola?"
All I can do is sit there as this massive sea turtle tears away at my flesh, swing by swing, until I'm on the ground pleading at an oversized plushie toy to politely stop it. Proposed change. I think with the base HP increase of 1600 HP, it's almost enough alone. That being said, it used to just increase HP in the past, and seeing a legendary that just gives HP literally makes me want to fall asleep while I'm editing this. So just nerf the HP it gives. Maybe bring it down to just a flat 1000. Or just don't nerf him and never let Mikkola see the light of day in a ranked game again. I'm sure he's used to it, being born under the sea and all.
But I'm so cute!
Number 2, we have Torvald with Thanks Grandpa. Holy hell, this is a frustrating one to play up against in the right hands. And by right hands, I mean you have to pass this test. 1. Are you a breathing human/Apache helicopter with 2 functioning arms and hands? 2. Can you hold W the whole match, following around a DPS/flank and pressing Q on cooldown? Congratulations, you can play Torvald. Imagine a Tallis running straight at you with his overcharge up doing a bajillion damage. Now, imagine that Tallis has 4000 HP and is CC immune for 4 seconds. Well, guess I'll die. The CC immunity and the extra 2 seconds that Thanks Grandpa provides is too much. Proposed change. The 2 seconds of extra shield would honestly still make it a good legendary. Most of the time a shield goes down without the Thanks Grandpa legendary, it's because the time expires and not because someone destroys the shield. If Hi-Rez wants to keep both, then nerf the extra time to 1 second. Maybe even add a downside to picking the legendary, making it so while you still get the CC immunity and 1 second extra duration, it also increases the cooldown of your protection by like 2 to 4 seconds? Something needs to be done. Breathe in, breathe out. Because now it's time for the #1 slot. What will it be? Vivian? Sky? Nope, it's Pikachu. I mean Cassie with Just Breathe. I actually have no idea what Hi-Rez was thinking when they made this legendary. Cassie used to be considered OP with their Incitement loadout card, which has been nerfed into oblivion. It used to allow her to reduce the cooldown of your roll to just under 1 second after you got the item Chronos at level 1. While it was super annoying to play against, it required the user of Cassie to never miss a shot. Easier said than done. So instead, now we have Just Breathe Cassie, a generic champion model that runs around the map holding W and mouse 1. The damage scales depending on how far you are away from the enemy, but the damage scales way too quickly. It essentially gives her at least 800 plus damage a shot from close to mid-range. The max damage is 975 at 150 units away, resulting in roughly 1218 DPS. Now this damage on top of no mobility loss while shooting, like Shaolin has, a fast projectile, and a loadout card that gives her a total of 10 shots? It's just too much. Proposed change. Nerf, Just Breathe, and buffer base kit. So you could either just nerf the plus percentage bonus damage Cassie gets from Just Breathe, or increase the units it scales over. Keep in mind they did already nerf it. It used to be 100 units, now it's 150, but it would easily need to be 200 plus. I'm not really sure how I'd buff her base kit after nerfing Just Breathe. You could allow for maybe a faster ult charge, or buffer damage from 650 per shot to 700. That put her total DPS to 875 instead of 813, but Just Breathe needs to be nerfed. I would also like to cover the fact that the loadout card Quiver, which gives her an extra 4 shots, accelerates a build like this that just wants to hold mouse 1. This extra ammo card is a staple in any Cassie loadout and a few others, like Strix for example. In theory, to have a perfect Paladins, all loadout cards and legendaries would need to be equal in power, but offer this power in a different way. That honestly will never happen. I mean, look at any card game, or any game that has options. Hearthstone cards, League of Legends talents, WoW talents. There's always an optimal choice. That being said, it's sad that one of her staples is so damn basic. There's countless other basic loadout / legendary cards that just scream laziness from the developers of Hi-Rez, but that's a whole nother rant we don't have time for. In short though, if I had to point out the role model of laziness, look no further than Vivian.
Have you met my friends?
Whew, there you have it. My top 5 OP champions of OB65. I hope I didn't disappoint you. Again, I'd like to reiterate, this is my opinion, and other people have other opinions, no matter how wrong they may be. I'm kidding. Seriously though, let me know your list down in the comment section. I'm really curious. And if you guys have any suggestions on other types of lists you want to see just like this, let me know down there too. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm not gonna be one of those people who asks you to like and subscribe, so I'm not gonna ask.